Want to do an MBA but you don't know where to begin with? Then this Global MBA Gateway exam is the perfect choice for you. Hi guys, my name is Pratik Joshi and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be talking about the GMAT exam from a beginner's perspective. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So question number one, what is GMAT? GMAT stands for Graduate Management Admission Test. Just as the name suggests, this is an exam that is accepted globally for around 7,000 plus programs from US, Europe, Asia, you name it, in different parts of the world. It is a global MBA exam that is accepted by mostly all management course related institutes. Now, coming to who basically organizes this test, then this test is organized by the GMAT authorities. And if you are thinking, okay, where do I register or how do I answer this exam, then the website is www.mba.com. So once you just put this in on wherever your internet and press enter, a sheet will open up, or basically a window will open up where you will know more about this and you will have all the information right in front of you. If you are confused of how to make account on mba.com website, or how to basically answer the GMAT and what is the first step, then for that I have made a special video of how to make your account on the mba.com website and how to register basically for the GMAT exam. So in that case, the video is there in the I button and in the description of this video. Question number two, why does the GMAT matter? In a test scenario where you have something like CAT, MAT, ZAT, GRE and different exams all around, how does the GMAT matter and why is it so important? So basically, GMAT is first of all a global admission test that is usually used by the management related courses and the institutes that offer MBA programs. Secondly, if a person answers GMAT, then there are very high chances that during admission you might be eligible for a scholarship. Who answers GMAT? So basically, those test takers answer GMAT that are only interested in management related courses, like for example MBA, Masters in Management, Masters in Supply Chain, or Masters in Finance, Masters in Operations. Basically any course related to management, your gateway exam is GMAT. Also, GMAT is an exam that not only checks your aptitude but also tests how do you handle logic, how basically do you go into a situation, analyze certain data, and based on that analysis make an informed decision. It is not only on how much you know, but it also depends on how much you know and how you use it, considering that you have fresh data with you. Coming to GMAT exam format. So the GMAT exam basically has three sections. Section number one is verbal, section number two is quant, and section number three is data insights. Verbal is basically about spoken English, how good you are at reading, how good you are at understanding the language, and how good you are at answering it. Second, quant, more about numbers, more about aptitude and how basically you understand that data that is hidden inside those words and solve those particular questions. Algebra, geometry, all of it, if you want to know more about verbal and GMAT, then basically for verbal I've made a special video. The link is there in the I button in the description of this video, and for quant as well I've made a special video. It's there in the I button and in the description of this video. But basically verbal is about English and quant is about maths. Coming to data insights, what is data insights? Basically, data will be given to you in a particular format and you have to make certain understandings, analyze that data and answer certain questions. If you want to know more about this particular section, again I've made a video on this particular section. The link is there in the I button and in the description of this video. All these three sections have 45 minutes to answer each one of them, with an additional 10-minute optional break that you can take in between any of these sections. Now coming to the score. The score of GMAT basically ranges from 205 goes up till 805. Anywhere above 645 is a great score when it comes to the GMAT. The GMAT exam can be answered in two ways. One is the online version where you can answer the exam from the comfort of your home, just like how you're looking at me. You will be answering the exam and someone from your computer camera will be observing you and monitoring you. That is called as the proctor. The second way in which you can answer the GMAT is by going at a physical test center near you. There are a list of test centers that are available wherever you are living in. You can go to these test centers and answer them, where basically the environment is like how we have answered exams in school. Coming to the validity of the score is valid for a good 5 years. So basically, even if I answer the exam now and I work in between for 3 years, I can take admission anytime from the time I answer the exam till the next 5 years. Next question, who should be answering the GMAT exam? Clearly, there are just a few options. One, any student who wants to do an MBA or any program when it comes to management. Number two, any working professionals who want to do their executive MBA, then GMAT is a great way to enhance your particular application. In India, there are a few colleges that accept the GMAT, but there is growing recognition towards this exam. But globally, GMAT is a well recognized exam that usually a lot of institutes can understand. And if you answer the GMAT, your chances of getting admission are a bit higher along with scholarship. Next question, how to basically prep, or how do I start my study for GMAT? Simple, keep it very first of all simple. Number one is have at least 6 months to prepare, because you will need time to go through all the basics, the concepts, practice all what you have learned first of all, and then apply. Secondly, what is the best way to go according to the study plan? I would recommend you go buy the GMAT official guide. The link of the official guide is there in the description below. You go buy it. It will have questions on all three sections that I spoke about earlier: verbal, quant, data insights, maybe a little bit of everything. But the moment you go to any question, you are able to answer it, great. The moment you go to any other question you're not able to answer, that time go back to the concept and search, okay, this is the concept that I may have forgotten or I don't understand. Learn more about it, do your research from Google, use proper study prep from recognized institutions like Manhattan Prep, Veritas, etc. Go to YouTube, understand the concept as simple as possible, so that once you understand the concept, any question you can answer. So the study prep basically goes about: first is have a good 6 months. Second one is make sure you have a mix of concepts as well as problem solving. And at the third time, make sure you study, or you take your prep or your study prep based on the exam and not the way you want. Example, each section has a particular number of questions which you have to answer in a one particular go. Similarly, when you're practicing your questions, make sure you practice that in that particular fashion, and not like one question now, after 10 minutes the next question, after 15 minutes the next question. Make sure you answer those questions in a limited time, so that you know that, okay, I am preparing for the exam, I have 45 minutes to answer all the questions, and I'm practicing as per that. With that, you will have an added upper advantage while answering the exam. Many times now people ask, Pratik, why are you speaking about GMAT? GRE is a more recognized global exam that can give me admission anywhere. True, but then GMAT, first of all, is very clearly categorized only for management aspirants or test takers. GRE is mostly for technical. If you have done your engineering and you want to now do masters in a particular set of engineering, it can be design, mechatronics, artificial intelligence, all of that, then you are somewhere answering the exam along with that. If you compare the verbal of both, then somewhere GMAT, GRE stand almost together. But when it comes to mathematics, GMAT is a bit tougher compared to GRE. At the same time, the acceptance, if let's say you go for a MBA admission with GMAT and with the GRE, then somewhere GMAT has a higher weightage. And at the same time, GMAT and GRE, if you were to ask me, Pratik, which schools answer which exam more, then I would say it's going to be equal somewhere here and there. But if you have a clear option that you do not want to go anywhere technical near maybe the engineering side, and you don't want to answer anything technical and go in that field, then GMAT is the clear choice. I would prefer a tougher mathematics compared to a tougher English kind of like a thing. So hence GMAT was my original preference. Final thoughts. Tell me a bit more, or in short, about GMAT. GMAT is, first of all, if you want to do an MBA, it is your clear choice. You do not have to even think twice about it. Secondly, Pratik, I'm in India. Is it better I answer CAT or is it better I answer GMAT? it depends on you. If you are very sure in this year itself you want admission and you want to take admission only in India, then CAT is your choice. But if you have not made up your mind, you are very confused, you think you want to do an MBA but at the same time you want to do work experience, GMAT is your choice. GMAT allows you admission not only in India but also abroad. Please keep that in mind. At the same time, the secret to cracking a good GMAT score basically is starting early, making sure you do your preparations in the best possible way in a planned fashion so that you are ready to send your applications somewhere in the first step of admissions, that is the first slot, which usually happens in August to September. So make sure when you are going to August and September, all your study prep is all set. So basically that is all about GMAT. If any beginner wants to know about GMAT, then I think this is the perfect video that you can start with. So yeah, if you have any questions for me with respect to the GMAT or with respect to any other exams as well, please make sure you drop them in the comment section below. I will try to answer them from my capacity. Done. So I think I'll be seeing you for the next video. So until then, be happy, stay safe, and all the best for your prep.